Joy Duggar Forsyth, formerly seen on Counting On, has fans in an uproar over the way she is currently handling her children's homeschooling. A recent look into their day-to-day is now garnering a mix of responses from shock to sympathy. Homeschooling. Joy Duggar and her husband, Austin Forsyth, were both raised in families that opted to homeschool. Not knowing any different, it came as no surprise when they shared that they, too, planned to homeschool their children. Currently, the couple shares 3 children together: Gideon, 5, Evelyn Evie, 3, and Gunnar, 6 months old. The Forsyths are currently homeschooling the older 2. Gideon is currently in kindergarten, and Evie is doing a preschool curriculum. When Gideon was only 3 years old, Joyanna expressed that she and her husband had some concerns about their son's learning abilities. At the time, they felt that he was falling behind, so they chose to have him evaluated for learning disabilities. This year, the Forsyths' concerns grew as they noticed that Gideon was mixing up his letters and numbers. They moved forward with an additional evaluation and found that he did have dyslexia. This was not shocking to them, as dyslexia is a genetic trait found in both of their families. In an attempt to help their child, the couple chose to start tutoring sessions with a specially trained dyslexia tutor. What do Gideon's tutoring sessions look like? Recently, Joy shared a day in my life vlog that shared an inside look at her day-to-day. Beginning at 8 a.m., Duggar is seen waking to her alarm ringing. Simultaneously, Evie is seen having just woken up as well. Joy explains that she does not wake up before her kids. Continuing, she says, "I have in the past for like seasons, but this season of life, I get as much sleep as I can, and whenever they get up, I get up. It's just where I'm at right now." Immediately following, Forsyth goes into her son's room to wake him for the day. This is where fans take issue. Due to the fact that she doesn't wake up before her kids, the morning is a bit of a scramble. She wakes Gideon up and carries him to the living room, stating that he has only 1 minute before his virtual tutoring lesson starts. The main discussion points focused on the lack of routine and the lack of forethought that Joy enacts. The original critique reads, "Whilst it's great that they've recognized Gideon has dyslexia and needs outside help, waking him up 5 minutes before his online lesson starts isn't ideal. He is barely awake and has no time to have a proper breakfast. Then to conduct the lesson in the same room as Joy and Evie are making waffles. Like what the actual? How do you feel about Joy's current routine or lack thereof? What would you recommend she do differently? Do you think that they're handling his learning disability appropriately?"